Kind of reptilian being can fly. They can change their shape according to their will, and also they are like snake. So Puranas or ancient scriptures are written in the coded language. We have to understand what lies behind that code. Then how can a snake turn into a human form? How can a snake turn into a worm? How can a snake talk with other humans? It is not possible. So this is a very good example of reptilian who can shape shift, which was mentioned in the Puranas and in the Mahabharata before 5,500 years. It is advised that you can see the disclaimer video before watching any of our videos on ancient aliens and gods. Namaste. Today we will see how a reptilian shapeshifter being killed a human king in the period of Mahabharata. The story is quite interesting, and this is the story of King Parikshit. King Parikshit was a grandson of Arjuna. When Arjuna and Sri Krishna burned the Khandav forest, so all the beings residing in the Khandav forest got killed by Arjuna. Only one being got saved from that Khandav forest was a Takshak. He is called as a Nagas. When we talk about Naga, it is a reptilian being. There are people who say that this kind of Nagas are humans and staying in the Nagaland or in other places of the earth. But if you will see the Puranas, if you read the scripture, you will understand that this kind of reptilian being can fly in the air. They can change their shape according to their will, and also they are like snake. These all are the properties of a reptilian beings. They cannot be a human. Human cannot change their shape from human to a worm. It is not possible. So Puranas or ancient scriptures are written in the coded language. We have to understand what lies behind that code. So first let's see what was the story. There were two versions of King Parikshit, how he got died. One day when King Parikshit went into forest, he saw a small hut of a sage. He went into that small hut. He was very thirsty and he thought that that sage will wake up from meditation and he will give water to the king. But sage was already into the Turiya state. He was not aware what is happening outside. So he was into his meditative stage. So the king got very angry. He took a snake by the arrow and he put that on that sage. When the son of that sage got to know about this, he got very angry and he cursed King Parikshit that you will kill by a snake within 7 days. So the King Parikshit thought that now I have to live only for 7 days. So then he gave his all kingdom to his son and then he went to do the austerities. There he started doing austerities and Shukamuni, who was the son of Maharshi Vedvyas, came there and Shukamuni enlightened King Parikshit. So King Parikshit within 7 days went into a stage beyond the body, beyond the mind and beyond the buddhi. So after 7 days when Takshak snake came there, to bite the king Parikshit. He bit the king Parikshit's body, but king Parikshit was not there anymore. He became the Brahma Tattva. This is the one version of a story. And in the another version of a story, when King Parikshit got to know about the curse, he kept his palace completely in the protection of a tantra, mantra, yantra, all kinds of protection. From stopping the snake to came inside the palace. So according to curse on the 7th day, that king ordered everybody that no one will come to see me. So that reptilian Takshak, who was under the power of the curse, also he was having the memory that grandfather of King Parikshit burned the forest of Khandava. So he was already angry. He thought that I will go there and I will bite the King Parikshit. While going through that path, he came across a Brahmin. The name of that Brahmin was Kashyap. So that Brahmin told him that I am going towards King Parikshit. I have mantric powers. I have the powers of mantras. So whenever the Takshak will bite king, I will definitely make sure that king will not die. I will take out all the toxins from the body of a king. So Takshak told that it is not possible. So they decided Takshak a big tree, and within moment that tree became ashes. So Takshak told that this is my power. So Kashyap told that I have the power of mantra. So he chanted a mantra and he revived that whole tree again from the ashes. You can see the power of mantra. How the mantra are so powerful that even a big tree which was burned into ashes can be revived again. So Takshak told that why you are going there? See, I am going there to kill the King Parikshit. What do you want? So that Kashyap told I am just going there because I am getting money out of it. So Takshak told to Kashyap that I will give you double money of that, whichever you are getting from the king. You can go out from here and go back in your house. So Brahmin went into meditative stage and he understood that whatever we can try, there is an end of life of that king on the day. So he thought, okay, fine, that is the karma. So I will take the money from Takshata and I will go back to my house. So he took the money and he went back into the house. Now Takshak went near the palace and he understood that that palace was completely protected by mantra, yantra and tantra, and Takshak was not able to go inside that palace. Takshak asked his fellow serpents to take a form of Brahmins. So his fellow serpents took a form of a Brahmin yogis. Now understand, if we are thinking that these are snakes, how can snake can change into a human form? But they did. So it was a shape shifter reptilian. So Takshak told that you can go to the king and you can offer the fruits to the king, saying that you can have this fruit because we did austerities and these are the fruits of the austerities. So he told that I will live inside the fruit as a worm. So those Brahmins went into that palace. The guards of King Parikshit didn't allow those Brahmins to go inside. They told that today is a very important day. So it is better that you can meet the king tomorrow. So those Brahmin told that it is perfectly fine, we will meet the king tomorrow, but you can give the fruits to the king. These are the fruits from a sacrifice and these are very powerful fruits. So the guards of King Parikshit took those fruits and they went inside the palace. Sun was about to go down and King Parikshit thought that the curse which Brahmana's son gave is going into a vein. So when he saw the fruits, he told everybody that everybody can pick up one fruit and I will also eat one fruit. When he started eating the fruit, he saw a little worm inside the fruit. He thought that, oh, this is a small worm, what this worm can do to me. But what I can do, Takshak snake is not going to bite me, at least this worm will bite me. So he took that worm, he kept that worm near his neck. When he did that, suddenly that worm changed into the snake Takshak, and snake Takshak bit King Parikshit, and King Parikshit immediately burned into the ashes. And by flying, that snake Takshak went outside that palace. So the interesting things here are, if you think that Nagas are some humans which are staying in the places of the earth, then how can a human change a form into a worm? How can a human can fly in the air? So Takshak, according to Purana, we can find the references about the Takshak, that Takshak is staying into the Mahatal. There are 14 lokas. He is staying in Mahatal. The abode of Takshak is Mahatal. So this earth, this Bhuloka is like a honeycomb, and inside that there are many bigger caves which are even 10,000, 20,000 kilometers long. So in the Mahatala, this Takshak resides. This is what Purana says. So Takshak is not a human. If we think that Takshak is a snake, then how can a snake turn into a human form? How can a snake turn into a worm? How can a snake talk with other humans? It is not possible. When we try to research about the reptilian beings, when we try to research about the beings whose heads are like snake and body is human, or head is human and body is snake, these kinds of being has much power, also have the ability to shift their appearances. So reptilians are also shapeshifters. So this is a very good example of reptilian who can shape shift, which was mentioned in the Puranas and in the Mahabharata before 5,500 years back. Modern science concept, Takshak is a reptilian being. He is still residing into the Mahatal. This is the story. Now, why there were two stories is because it is mentioned that in one kalpa, in one day of Brahma, which is nothing but 4.32 billion years, things repeats itself. It doesn't happen to be the same, but the characters are almost same. We will see about this time and space analogy, how it is explained in the ancient scriptures. But today's video was dedicated towards how a reptilian being who is not staying in the Bhuloka. So Takshak, who can shapeshift, who can fly, who can burn somebody into ashes, who has much power, who live very longer life, has a reference. Not only in this case, but Takshak has many references in our ancient scriptures. We'll try to see that in our another video. If you have any question, you can write down into the comment section. If you like the video, you can click on like and comment and share. And if you want to watch such kind of research examples on Vedas, Puranas and ancient scriptures about different alien beings and the beings residing outside of the earth, you can subscribe the channel. Namaste.